Hi all, welcome back to D-Day at Peleliu. This will be my part 6. So as the day after, I didn't get back last night. It would have been a silly decision. So nice and fresh this morning. Not really, I don't feel it to be honest. But anyway, about to move on to the, now we're on turn 4, about to move on to the US action phase. We're sitting at 7 catastrophic losses, and I was watching back on part 5 there. This built depth. This is the one that took the depth in the event, and it really caused an issue. Was it that? Was it this event? Yeah, I think that was one that built depth. It disrupted that unit. It would only have disrupted this one if it hadn't built depth, and we would have been sitting quite nice to maybe have a go at this. But I think we're going to struggle to muster up enough of a force to go for that. I did look. We've got to be honest, these I could give these both I think an action because they're stacked together to attack, to join in on the attack with infantry HQ starting the attack. But the infantry here would get half going through the brush. The tank wouldn't, so it'd be 3, 4, 5. And then the 2 for that, it's only 7. And then of course, like I say, this guy got disrupted. He got hit and disrupted. He's lost his range as well now, and then this is too far away. So that was a right pain. This guy could join in as well, I think. I need to double check that, but again, you need another action. So it'll be an action there and an action there to muster up. Assuming I can attack with that guy as well, that would be a total of only 10. And remember, this is going to get doubled. The unit's going to get doubled. So, we're just about to go into all that, Grant, so I don't know why you're... one thing I just noticed there, it's not really relevant to this, but it was kind of annoying me and I thought I'd mention it. I don't think it's causing any trouble. I just uploaded the part 4 and part 5 to BGG, and... somewhere in the process it's removing the little dash from D-Day, and things like that bother me. So at first I thought I had forgot to put it in the previous parts, and I put it in, and then it happened again, and I thought, so something in the process is removing it, but I can't keep going in and adding it again. I don't think it's an issue. It seems to be that all the videos are still showing up in BGG, just the later ones are now showing it without the dash D-Day. Yeah, I know, it's not a big deal, I know. Okay. One thing I maybe need to keep my eye on is this. Now, could I be right in thinking that the use of this may remove a depth marker? Now, I'm just kind of throwing that one out there as if I know what I'm talking about, but it might not be that. It might, you know what it might just be? It might just be, well, it would possibly be a barrage anyway. Where's the barrage? It's way up the top. That's the one that's up the top. Let's see if we can find naval artillery barrage in there. There, it's there. So, if we use that, and if we use that, you're guaranteed a disruption. What's the wee symbol there for? Oh, that's for the BNR. Fixed artillery in position is destroyed. Right. So if you use that, and we're able to barrage a target, remember it's going to have to be revealed still. I don't think you even need to draw a card there, because that's... no. We would disrupt a unit and destroy the artillery in the position, I think. However, any of the other ones here, if we got the symbol, or the colour, or both, then... we would still get that same result, disruption and artillery destroyed, but we would remove the depth marker. So, that's quite a biggie. I don't know if it's big enough to waste, I say waste, it's not a waste, but if it's worthy of putting that on this. And, it needs to be a reveal position, but so at the moment I think we've got only 2. Oh, what about the tanks? Thing is, two barrage a unit you need, I'll need to look up the naval gunfire, won't I? I want to say that it needs to be, somebody with a radio needs to be in command. Somebody with a radio needs to be in its field of fire, probably. Let's find conduct a barrage, page 18, hopefully I'll have it in there. Barrage, naval fire and dauntless airstrike markers. You receive naval fire and dauntless airstrike markers as a result of an event. Card draws, you may expend one of these markers to support a US attack or to conduct a separate barrage. Yeah, and if I was using it as just to support an attack, it would only, I think, give me the strength and the NA weapon requirement. It'd give me a 9 strength and NA. So I mean, for instance, talking about up here about going for this, we could use that for that if we've got the requirements for it. So let's. You may expend a marker to support a US attack if a unit participating in the attack has a radio or is in command of an HQ, thus having access to the HQ's radio. If this requirement is met, your attack is supported in 2 ways. The strength of the marker, 9, is added to your attack strength. The weapon requirements for artillery and demolitions are met, and if expending a naval fire marker only, the weapon requirement for naval artillery is met. So, yeah, I mean, well, he is an HQ himself. Does that mean... What does it say? If a unit participating in an attack has a radio. So does the infantry HQs count as having radios? I know if you're in command of an HQ, you're considered to have a radio, so I would think so. Infantry HQs, 20 something, 23, page 23. I'm going to have to come back to that as well. Regimental HQ capabilities. See, that's for a regimental HQ. It says a unit that attacks a Japanese position from an adjacent hex while in command of an HQ is considered to possess a radio. But that's only talking about regimental HQs. In actual fact, I don't think there's any talk about it for an infantry HQ. Well, if it's not spoken about there, Grant, it mustn't apply. Sort of feels a little bit odd, but well, okay, it's not got it there. With the HQ in their designation, have the properties of infantry units and have limited HQ capabilities. Yeah, see, it doesn't say that they supply a radio to somebody stacked with them or themselves having a radio. I mean, it tells you the weapons they've got. He's got mortar and flamethrower. Whether they've all got mortar, it looks like they've all got mortar and flamethrower, haven't they? Yeah, seems to be. Let's go back to what I was saying there. What page was that? So, if a unit participating in an attack has a radio or is in command of an HQ. Okay, so if we were bringing this along though, he's got a radio. You see, he's got all. But remember, we'd have to be given this an action. This would get a free action attack. We'd give that an action. Then he's got the radio. Then we can bring the naval gunfire up. And but I mean, that would just give us a strength. That is not the bit that's going to destroy the death marker, because that's just a barrage. Let me look further on. Barrage with naval fire. Right. So if you're barraging, you may expend a marker to conduct a barrage against any Japanese position meeting the eligibility requirements of 8.41, which I'll come back to. as long as at least one undisrupted US infantry unit with a radio or in command of an HQ is in the target's field of fire. Yeah, well, that's what I thought. So we couldn't sort of willy-nilly target these tanks. Remember, 8.41 will tell us that it needs to be revealed. Japanese position may barrage only if revealed. That is what 8.41 is. So these are revealed, but we've not got an infantry unit in their field of fire with a radio, so we can't target them. If these requirements are met, conduct the barrage per the procedure in 8.4. When resolving the barrage, a dauntless airstrike is considered to have the diamond target symbol, and a naval barrage is considered to have both the circle and triangle target symbol, as noted on the barrage table. Yeah, okay, it does show it up there on that. But like I say, that very first one, so you're guaranteed disruption, but if you get any of the, if you got the colour, or, and for the naval artillery, it's a circle or a triangle, so you're highly likely to succeed with that. Okay, there is some way of not succeeding. Naval artillery barrage is considered a free action, may be performed at any time during the US action phase. However, a single Japanese occupied hex may not be subject to barrage and attack in the same action phase. Yeah, we know that. What we can do though is we could barrage. See this? We could barrage this. It's a bit of a waste. Well, it's a slight bit of a waste. We would destroy. Well, assuming we got the result, we would destroy that. Thing is, he's disrupted already. But we would then be able to go in and CC him, because you can barrage and CC in the same turn. It's just you can't barrage and attack in the same turn, and you can't attack and CC in the same turn. So yeah, I don't know if it feels sort of like a waste, because their only targets really to barrage are this and this, and they're both disrupted. I mean, the plus is we get rid of their depth marker, maybe. Hopefully, well, almost guaranteed, but you know, you draw a card that doesn't have the colour and has a diamond on it, then you miss. So there is a chance. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's. I actually think it might be more worthy of using it on an attack on this, because this is a pain. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, it's your US action phase, Grant. Let's work on what we're going to do. So, well, I suppose I might as well stay over this side and think about them. So, well, to have him join the attack, we would need to bring this guy in so that we're getting the radio. So we'd be as well spending action and bringing that tank attack in as well. And the reason I wasn't sure about this tank, I'm pretty sure this one's adjacent to an attacking infantry. So that for a tank is fine, he can join in. This other one, which I would have to give another action to anyway. Let's see. Tank. Where are we here? US combat actions, yeah. I'm just want to see a bit combat. Combined attacks. Where's the bit that talks about what you can. No, that's something equals combat. I must have missed that. 8 point something somewhere, isn't it? Attack must include at least one infantry or engineer unit adjacent to Japanese occupied hex. Other units may participate if capable of range fire from non-adjacent hexes. Yeah, here we go. He's about with tanks, right? Tank units must be within range, right? So that's fine. Both of these. Let me just dispose of this one just now. Hopefully I remember to put that back. So he's in range. His range is 3. His range is 6. So they're both in range. Where am I? And then one of the following must be true. The tank unit is adjacent to the target hex. Well, that's not true. or the tank unit is adjacent to an attacking infantry or infantry HQ unit. So that is true for this guy. He's adjacent to him who's attacking there. So that's fine. Now, that's not applicable to that guy though, so let's move on. Tank unit is in command of any HQ. Well, he's not. At least one attacking infantry unit is in command of any HQ. No. I don't think so. I mean, although he's an HQ himself. Yes, infantry it's HQ. An infantry HQ performs a free action. An undestructed infantry HQ. An undestructed infantry HQ commands any infantry unit in its hex, regardless of designation. An infantry unit in command of an HQ may perform an action for free. So what was that? That was saying that that it needed to be, the infantry unit needed to be in command. I don't know. I feel like that question might have been asked. That is maybe one to sort of look into a bit more. Would this unit be considered to be in command of an HQ? It's not really, is it? Right, hang on. What did it say again? At least one attacking infantry unit is in command of any HQ. That's not really the case there, is it? But I'm not sure. Alright, 8.1. No, I'm not seeing anything in the paperwork here. I think I might just pop out a little question there, or maybe look for it first, Grant, because I feel like that might have been asked before. Also might add in the fact that these guys don't have radios, do they, or considered to have radios? I always say that's a daft question, because surely they would have radio on the counter. Well, I suppose more the question is, if an infantry unit was also stacked in there, would he have access to a radio? But then again, it's a daft question, Grant, because if you look at page 23 again, that is the HQ capabilities of a regimental HQ that he can give out a radio, and it's not for an infantry HQ. Right, hang on. Right, I've done a wee search and found something rather interesting, to me anyway. I didn't bother looking into the radio thing because I would be clear. I would state that they had radios, and they don't. So I'll leave it in the video here though. If somebody wants to correct me and say that these are equipped with radios and able to give radios to who they're stacked with, I would guess it would have to be, because like this is stacked with another unit here, although it's disrupted, but but there's nothing. I mean, it does specifically say it's regimental HQs that can give out radios. So, but if for some reason I've got that wrong, let me know. Right, so here was the thread I found, and what do you know? It's from myself asking the question that I'm asking right here. This was back in September 15th of 2018. 6 years ago, almost, yeah. So, hi all, would an infantry HQ be considered in command if it was attacking alone? Cheers, Grant. I didn't word that well, because I'm saying if it's attacking alone. Because, as usual, Martin replies, and if any of you have played these games, I'm sure he's answered the question for you. He says, hi Grant, in command, for what purpose? An infantry HQ may always do a free action every turn. If the question is if it can command other units while itself is attacking, the answer is yes, it can. Yeah, I maybe wasn't quite clear about my question, because I said here, well, I did say attack alone, but my meaning was to hopefully add some tank support. Tank units must be within range, and at least one of the following must be true, and the bullet that I've highlighted is the one that we're asking about here. At least one attacking infantry unit is in command of an HQ. So that's what I'm trying to figure out here. So I asked this question back then, so He says, I see. Well, it's a good question. I would argue that in the situation described, it can't allow tanks to fire because infantry HQs, per definition, are not infantry. A little bit of, again, some wording here that comes into it. I'm going to go with what Martin's saying there, that they can't do it. Sorry, I might not be showing you that all. That they can't do it, and just go with that. But it says the rules are clear that the term infantry refers to regular and heavy infantry units. Infantry HQs belong to the HQ category, which is fair enough. But I thought, right. I said, hi Martin, I see what you're saying here, Martin, but not sure I agree with an infantry HQ not being an infantry unit. Here's a couple of rules regarding infantry HQs. I mean, if they aren't regarded, then these are confusing sort of rules, aren't they? And here's one. HQ/infantry units participate in attacks as infantry units, right? Okay, you could say, well, it's still not called an infantry unit, but they just act that way. Okay, maybe. Next one, US infantry units with HQ in their designation have the properties of infantry units and have limited HQ capabilities. Well, I suppose you could say the same there again, that it's not saying that they're infantry units, but it's saying that they have the same properties as infantry units. So, although I think the intention is for an infantry HQ to only have command over another infantry unit stat with it rather than itself, it would be nice to have this confirmed. So he finishes off with, I admit that the second example you mentioned has an unfortunate wording that could throw some doubt over the issue. Yeah, and I think that's the thing. However, I agree to disagree about the definition. I think it's quite clear that when the rules say infantry, e.g. infantry unit in command, it means regular infantry or heavy infantry. Typical wording in several places is infantry, infantry HQs and engineers, so it's stating all three there. So that's a fair point. Infantry is also used in many places where it's clear it doesn't apply to infantry HQs, e.g. infiltration. Yeah. So just to keep being annoying, I would also say that infantry HQs do command themselves. This is further spelled out in DD at Iwo Jima for what it's worth. I do agree with you on one thing though, it would be nice to have this confirmed. And then I agree at the end and then realise that I'm trying to do something that I can't do, I think. Just leave that bit. So yeah, I mean, the wording about it all isn't great, is it? It's another one of these. It's probably similar to the wording position hex and position group about the confusion and all that. And I think position hex is used when talking about a position group. And I replied to John just this morning when I uploaded part 5. To go and look at the part that I discussed this bit about again when he brought this up. I also pointed out to Martin to see what he might think about John's view on this being an empty position hex. And I would tend to agree that it's an empty position hex. I think for purposes of the advanced action though, although it says empty position hex, or sorry, unoccupied position hex, then I think it still considers this to be a group that is occupied. I think that's what Martin will come back with as well, whether he might explain it better than I've just explained it. But we'll see, but it's all these wordings that get you, and I don't know, I mean, I do tend to feel that I go into these things a bit more than a lot of people just browse on by that bit and just do it as they see, you know. But yeah, I want to make sure things are right. Right, so we're going to say that this isn't. Well, I mean, he was saying it's in command of it. It's in command of itself, but the requirement was. No, going the wrong way now. The requirement was at least one attacking unit, infantry unit, is in command of any HQ. So I don't know. I suppose if you. Yeah, but then he said that he wouldn't consider this to be allowing this tank to attack. And yet, did he not finish off by saying that it's in command of itself? Is that not what he said? I think. No, let me bring that back up again. Where are we? I would say that infantry HQs do command themselves. Right, where was it? He said, I would argue that in the situation described, it can't allow tanks to fire because infantry HQs per definition. Oh, he's saying it's not because they're not infantry. That's right, of course, right, of course. So he's saying that's the reason. And what we'd have to see if this guy underneath was undisrupted and he was attacking, he would then be an infantry unit in command of that infantry HQ and then would allow this tank to attack. The fact that this is attacking by itself, what Martin's saying there is this is not, in this case, it doesn't satisfy it. It's not classed as an infantry unit. And I think he's probably right. We'll just leave it at that. Okay. Right, I've got 25 minutes in there and we've done very well. We've done a lot of talking, but we've not done a lot of moving. Has any counters moved yet, Grant? I don't think so. Okay, so coming back to things. So yeah, just stop going over things, Grant. Let's just that we would have to give that a command to attack. And if we didn't use the naval gunfire, we'd be attacked. This would get half through the brush. The tank would get full. It doesn't get... I want to say it'll just be infantry units going through the brush. Brush. Half the strength of US infantry conducting range fire through intervening brush. Yeah, so the tank would be fine. So it would attack with full 2, whereas this guy would attack with only 3, so that's 5, and then you got 2, 7. Remembering this is doubled. So even if this is a 2, it's doubled to a 4. We've got 7 against 4. And we don't really want to see the depth marker anyway. We just want to disrupt it. So if we had the weapons and attack strength was greater but not double, we would then have to reveal the depth marker, and then that would be bad news. So we need, but you need double, wouldn't you, to disrupt it? Attack strength equal or greater but not double. If it's if the unit an unrevealed depth marker, yeah, the attackers would be disrupted. So that's not a good move. So we do need to chuck the naval gunfire in there, which I believe we can do because this possesses a radio, and he'd be attacking it. It doesn't say an adjacent unit. I'm pretty sure it doesn't say that. Oh God, where are we now? You may expand mark out to support a US attack if a unit participating in the attack has a radio or is in command of an HQ, thus having access to the HQ's radio. If this requirement is met, your attack is supported in 2 ways. Yeah. I mean, it could be a good thing to do because then we do want to see the depth marker and maybe be able to do some heavy damage, because that would be 9 on top of the 7. That'd be 16 strength, and we would be also adding artillery demolitions in NA. But does this guy not give most of that? I bet no, he'll not give demolitions actually, and he won't. So yeah, forced it. Heavy infantry, non-adjacent. Yeah, he misses out the demolitions. So yeah, you're getting, to be honest, we're getting artillery, demolitions, and NA, naval artillery. So we're getting 3 added things from that chart that we've not got there. Okay, so that would be one action. Right, let's undisrupt this guy. Let's move a counter. There we go. We've done something. There's another one. And there's maybe more. Yeah, there's this guy under here as well, isn't there? So probably should take that away as well. That's him done. Is there more along here? There is, yeah. There's another 3. Let me take the disruption markers away. Right, that's that bit done. Okay, so this is a possible action here then. And then moving along, well, this is the next big... Let me skip by this bit just now. I mean, down here's a mess, and I was watching back, it took me ages to eventually realise I couldn't actually move this because I was going to be overstacking it. I mean, these guys have been eliminated anyway. To be honest, I've been as well probably moving that. The problem is that if I get down to here and then I get into here, I then can't move from here to here because I can't do an infiltration move. So, and okay, if this guy's alive still, we might be able to move with it. But if not, I seem to recall a situation in Tarawa where I got somebody caught in a position. Was it an HQ? Did they have HQ units as well? I think it was just one of my HQs, and it was stuck. It was trapped in a position where I couldn't get out. And this is possibly, I know this is just an infantry HQ, but it's still important. And I think I'm stuck with it. So, I mean, I'm going to try and get it down to here in the hope that this one-step unit survives. But good luck with that one. So there's no point me leaving that there. There is no point. So I'm going to move it down to there because I can't move from there to there. And then if that guy survives, he's needing to survive twice because then I can move into there and then I can infiltration move with him, I think. But at the likelihood of that happening, I think I'm probably going to have to. I'm going to have to do something about this position. But I'm as well just getting this guy further down, I think. So I'm going to move him to there just now, right now. Just do it. So other actions. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to attack with these two. That would be an action. That's 8 strength. That is not getting doubled. But it's got depth. I mean, you could also get support by both of these. Maybe we would need... oh no, yeah, it's adjacent to infantry it's attacking. There's 2 lovely little actions right there, isn't there? But you only get 2. That would be a nice attack. But then everything else I've just talked about there is not going to happen. Here, I mean, this got spoiled because green fired. And I wanted to be able to give him an action to attack that. That's up in the air. Fortunately, this stayed disrupted, so I can forget about this. He is on one of the beach hexes, and I'll tell you what, we're going to have to watch a lot. But well, this is an HQ. It doesn't worry about stacking. But these, yeah, these need to move. No, that's a tank. Well, you've just said that's a great 2 actions there, isn't it? Could I afford 1 action, go in with 8 strength and not an awful lot of weapons? You've got bazooka on both of them. Machine gun on that one, mind you. Remember, you can always use that naval gunfire. Oh no, I would need... There's no radio there, was there? Right, well, you'll not be doing that down there then. So yeah, I mean, I could move this guy into here, preservation move wise. But this can go into maybe here. This is our HQ. This is when things start getting a bit easier because you've then got more actions. So he's probably going to land in here. Then if we move that, if we don't move that guy out, that's not where you want to go. That's not where you want to concentrate. Not that hex. I mean, that one or that one, you don't mind. But this is going to be 2 units here, unless... Well, I mean, if I move them to there, they're checking infiltration. Yuck. So, actually, I think I want to move that there to allow that heavy infantry into that hex. No, hold on. Oh, it's this one that's the scary hex, isn't it? I can't move. Well, you could actually move that along to there, Grant. Yeah, to be honest, you can move that along to there and that. And you know what? That's creating a flank on that as well, isn't it? That needs flank. Well, I don't see... Well, I'm saying I don't see the harm in that. And then we could land him into there. No, I don't know. 2 actions there, 1 action up there, and then we've got this situation. Well, the thing is, he stayed disrupted, so it'd be nice to move in, but this can freely move in, but I still need an action to move another unit in. It hurts my head, all this. It really does. There's a lot to think about. I was just glancing at this again, because this is an annoying position as well, and realising that this could attack freely, and we could get support from... To be honest, it would be better with that one. This one I don't think can. Because this is jungle, and it says that US infantry may not conduct range fire through an intervening jungle or mountain hex. You can see it's going right down the hex spine here. So I don't know if that counts or not. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to find any in the rules regarding that either. You know, I understand that if we were firing from here to here, we couldn't fire range fire because the jungle X is in the way. And this guy could fire with range fire because it's just brush that's in the way. This one's coming right down the spine. Normally games will tell you that, you know, it's a sort of line of sight issue, isn't it? If it goes down the spine, some of them allow it. If this is clear, this would be allowed. Some of them say, because this is blocking, then it's not allowed. So, not sure there. Going to leave that one in the video. And if I decide to ever do that, because I don't think I'm going to there now. Again, I need more actions, and yeah. So if anybody's got a point of view on that, if you think this is eligible to attack across that, and would it be considered? I suppose you would have to consider it being firing through the brush, which would be half its strength, but would it maybe not be allowed to fire at all because this is jungle? Right, leave that there. I think, because of all the other things that I need to do, I think I'm going to have to leave this. What about... well, no, we can't. We can't do that. I was going to say, what about just attacking with that and then using the naval gunfire? But I need this because he's got the radio. So I need to give this an action to be part of that. So that would be 1 action, right? Okay, let's say you're skipping that, which I'm cringing about. And you're... yeah, skipping doing anything about that, because again, you would need... Well, I need to find out the answer to that question. I mean, this is a tank, so it would be fine. Well, actually, would the tank be allowed to join? Well, does he not have a radio? Yeah, he has a radio, so is that alright? Is that okay? I can't remember. But again, this would be an action, and then this is an action. And I can't, these don't have the radio, which is really annoying, because I think I would have been tempted to just do attack with just that and use the naval gunfire. And then my other action would be... Well, no, but that's not... You kind of need the naval gunfire for there, Grant, don't you? I'm not sure. I mean, attacking with 8 here and limited weapons is not great, is it? This isn't getting double, but well, let's just say if we get a 2, if we get lucky and get a 2 and don't have the weapons, we disrupt it. That's good. If we get a 3, if we were greater than and had the weapons, greater strength, but not double, then we get to see the death marker, which we don't want to see. So we really need that to be a 1 or a 2. If it's a 3, we're screwed. And you can't use naval gunfire anyway. The only thing I could do is use my both actions down here to have this join the attack with the tank that's underneath. Yes. Which I think is allowed because he's attacking with a radio. Let's go back to that tank. Where is it? At least one attacking infantry unit. Oh, is in command. Oh no, hold on. No, it's not the radio bit, this is it. I'm totally getting muddled up now. That was for the naval gunfire. Tank unit is adjacent to the target hex. No. The tank unit is adjacent to an attacking infantry unit. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. So if these been attacking, the tank's adjacent to that, so you could join in. But that's our two actions. They are white tight. So is this important? Do I take a chance and just use one action there? And then use my other action here and put in the naval gunfire. I mean, that purple position is bad, for sure. It is really bad. This green position is pretty bad as well. But it is just a single unit. Can only hit one. I mean, if it fires again, it's going to hit this, I think. Or, no, this is an intense. But hang on, I might be moving that. Well, it'll still be hitting it, I think. Because I'll be moving it to there and it'll be, yeah. And this blue position is bad as well. Intense. We're about to land stuff. Yeah, maybe this is important. Yeah, but you can't use the two actions, Grant. You can't use the two actions there. You could take a chance and just use one action, but I think I've got to try and this. Okay, right. Well, do something, Grant. Do something. I think the fact we're landing these three units in here, that's steady blue, and these are both an intense blue, and he can shoot twice. But do I use both my actions? I don't want to. I want to use the other one up there. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to take a gamble here and attack just with us. Thing is, yeah, you're not got the weapons. This is silly. It needs to be a 2. You're attacking with 8. It can't be a 3. It needs to be at most a 2. But oh no. No. You're not caring about the weapons, Grant. That's fine. Yeah, I don't want to have the weapons. Yeah, I'm forgetting I don't want the weapons. Because I don't want to see the death marker. I just want to disrupt it. Have a look, see what it is, then we can work on it. Yeah, I think the fact I don't need the weapons, I'm going to go for this. What have we turned up already? I want to say we've turned up a couple of 3s. We've eliminated the 3. That's a 2. Well, let's say that other guy. The other guy's a 3 that we close combated. That's all we've seen. So we've seen 2 3s and a 2. Right, let's do it. So I'm attacking with 8 strength only. Into here. It's just in brush. Are you sure, Grant? No, I'm not sure. Needs to be a 1 or a 2. Oh, it's a 2! It's a 2! And it's got flanking, we've not got the weapons. Excellent. Right. We got lucky. So, he's got 2 strength, we've got 8, so we do have double. I'm just coming across here. No, we don't have the weapons. Attack strength at least double. Unit and unrevealed death marker. Japanese unit disrupted. Excellent. Okay. So, big gamble, but it paid off. Right now we know that needs flanking as well. Which yeah, I mean, that gives this guy a slightly better chance of survival. Yeah, to be honest, it does. It's only purple intense now, but purple intense is shooting two things down, and it's going to be that and ooh, can we cannon fodder that? I think we maybe can. That would be good then. Okay, right. Yeah, I'll come back to some of this other stuff. Well, I think we're going to preservation move some of this, but it was more about using my actions first, I think. So are we going to? We're going to leave this and go for this. Yeah, I mean, if yellow stays down again, we're getting our HQs on next turn. I mean, if he does undisrupt, yeah. Well, if he does undisrupt, we could disrupt him again rather than go and CC him and just spend a little time there. We're not in any great danger there, I don't think. Purple not come down there. No, we're not getting grief from anywhere else because we've took this brown position, which was quite nice. Okay, let's do this then. And I think I need to use the naval gunfire because I've not got enough oomph here. So this is going to attack with 2 strength. And this is in jungle. So its depth marker is its units doubled. The depth is not. Okay. And then we're going to give an action. Can this tank join in as well? It can't it? Yeah, because it's adjacent to an infantry unit that's attacking. And by the way, that doesn't say infantry unit, it says infantry or infantry HQ. Tank unit is adjacent to an attacking infantry or infantry HQ unit. I think that was one of the points Martin made, that the naming of that, it spells out that it's not just infantry, it's infantry or infantry HQ. So why would it need to say both the things if this was classed as infantry? So there you go. That maybe was that not one of the points you highlighted? I think it might have been. Right. So this is going to attack. This is going to use our second action. So the tank gets through completely with its 2 strength, but the infantry is firing through the brush, so it's going to get half to 3. So that is, and this has a radio. It has all. It's a reduced non-adjacent. Yeah, it's got. Why does it say all? 4, 3, and 2 step heavy infantry. Is that what that is? It's a 3-step heavy infantry. And according to this chart, and when they're hold on. If they've been adjacent, they get all. Right. Sorry, my bad. Well, actually, adjacent he even gets the flamethrower. Right, but they're not adjacent, so they get bazooka, machine gun, Browning, mortar, and radio, which is an important bit. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 7 strength, and we're attacking, and we're going to use this in the attack to bump that up to 16, I hope. I'm just going to double check again that this is okay. Where am I? Naval fire. Right. You may expend a marker to support a US attack if a unit participating in the attack has a radio or is in command of an HQ, thus having access to the HQ's radio. So we've got there's a unit participating in this attack from range, but he's got a radio. Doesn't say it needs to be adjacent, doesn't say it there. If this requirement is met, your attack is supported in 2 ways. The strength of the marker 9 is added to your attack strength. The weapon requirements for artillery and demolitions are met. If expending a naval fire marker only, the weapon requirement for naval artillery is met. I'm doing this. I don't know if this is the best use of it, but whether you wouldn't have done this or not yourself, you can let me know if you want, maybe. But I'm doing it. So we had 7, we've got 16. We're hoping to dig down to the depth marker, but... So 16. We flip this over. We want to have the weapons here. Oh, come on. Play the game. Really? If we'd went in with, what was it? 7. No, we wouldn't have been double though, would we? Yeah, we've been greater than, but not double. So we would have got disrupted. So if we hadn't used that, we'd have got disrupted. But yeah, now feels... Well, it wasn't a waste because we are disrupting it. But, so we've not got the weapons, but we do have at least double. Remember, this is going to be doubled to 4. We had 16, so we don't have the weapons, but attack strength at least double, so he's disrupted. Yeah, and if we hadn't used it, we would have got disrupted ourselves, and that wouldn't have been disrupted. So that's our naval gun far away. Oh well, okay. Well, at least we can now move, and we know what it is. That's the thing, yeah. He gets a free action. Ooh, 1, 2. I was just going to say he could move right up to there, I think. I mean, he can move up to here, but I'm going to stay out of this blue position for now. But do we need to move? That's unsteady blue. Right, well, the rest of our moves are just based on infantry HQs and... Yeah, see, something like this might be nice to put up there. I don't know, I mean... This purple fires into here with steady fire. The only time this is going to get hit is if we get a star, a purple star. Whereas if we put the likes of an infantry unit like that in there, it's a purple triangle, which is a bit more likely. I don't know what the odds difference are there, but it's quite a lot, I would think. So I'm not sure that I want to put... Well, the other thing could be is... Well, that thing is I'm not getting enough free action with the tank. Putting a tank in there. Well, can the tank go into the jungle though? Probably not. Oh yeah, they can, but they must stop. Oh, that's a point. Am I moving through... No, it's fine. In brush we can move through freely, can't we? Yeah. So yeah, so I mean I could technically move. This guy I think underneath could go 1, 2, 3... Remember, he's not moving adjacent to that guy, so... But I don't know if that's clever or not. I mean, to be honest, this guy could go... Well, no, he's preservation, though, that's the thing. Well, we could do be getting somebody... Yeah, because he's only 2 steps. Well, both of them going in, actually, in close combat... would give us 4, and then Flamethrower would give us a 5 steps. 5 cards, sorry. Right, I'm going to come back to that. Right, I'm going to preservation move this guy into here. And, see, none of these moved. So... And none of these can move. So these are just stuck. Stuck in the sand. Well, no, we could move something in. Well, yeah, I mean, that's intense green anyway. He's sitting in that. So I'll just move both of them into there then. Probably best. But these are stuck. Yeah, they've got nowhere to go. Fortunately, nothing landing there, so that's fine. And this is the other guy that could move. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, I should move him. Yeah, I should move him into there. Let me just put him underneath too. So that we... Not that we can do anything with that guy anyway, but... So... Yeah, just these infantry HQs and this infantry unit along there to deal with. We can't move that. So coming down here... Ooh, yeah, we could actually... Well, I've said I can move this guy into here. Remember, this is disrupted, so that's fine. I could actually move it into there, though, as well. Which is probably a better idea. And then just move both of these. Oh, there's a tank. Move that into there, I think. Yeah. So that moves into there. Means you're moving this. I can't move that from there to there. That's not nice. And I can't go round about because this is an intense green enemy. Yeah, that's annoying. I can't really move this guy. Yeah, I mean, I could have moved them here, but that's not... I would have liked to have moved them here, but that's overstacking, and the HQ can't move. Well, it could. It could move to here. But then it's not commanding anything. So that's kind of rubbish. Right, well, that means that's stuck. And this is just the tank down here. So I think everything's done here, isn't it? There's a tank. We can't move that. We could... No, we can't move that. Well, hold on. You can move it back here as well. No, but he's sitting in a hex where he could get a free preservation move if there was a space. So why move that back? Well, I mean, we might get a chance to flank this guy next turn. We are going to get more moves, remember. We are going to get more moves. Yeah, because this is probably going to land in here. So yeah, I think I'll just leave him. So coming along, I'm pretty sure we leave him. What I was thinking about there? What was I was thinking about there? Yeah, he can't. I was thinking about possibly moving this into here, but then again, then that means that communication is traceable to that, so that's silly. And yeah, I can't move any of these. Yeah, these are stuck. We've said. Yeah, I don't think. I suppose it was just this guy's got depth anyway, but cutting off communication to this would have been nice if that was an issue. But he's got depth, so I don't think it matters. And we are going to have to go in and CC him anyway. What I will say is, but again, hopefully we're going to get free moves. We want to move that in for CC, but we want to cover that hex as well with something else. But again, HQ's coming in, probably going to land here. This HQ, I think, and then I should be able to command these and get something into there as well. Yeah. Next turn's going to be much easier, isn't it? Well, it'll still be a big challenge for me, making my mind up, as you can see. And this is why. Can you imagine playing this game against me, or, you know, you'd throw in the towel in by now, you know, not in a way that, like, I was doing well and you were giving up. You'd just be giving up because the paralysis of my analysis would finish you. Okay, right, concentrate, Grant. Can't do nothing, right? So going to leave him. Yeah, there's no point moving that. Can't move him. So right, just here. So don't think we're wanting to move this. No, we won't be wanting to move that. We can't move that. So it's just about this. Just about this. And this is a free action, so we could move this up to 3 spaces. This A17 here. Which I was thinking 1, 2, 3 into here. Takes it out of this steady blue. I mean, I could go in there, but it puts it in intense blue. I feel like this is a good idea, and it might open up another landing space. So I'm going to give this a free action, not a preservation action, but a free action. And we're going to move 1, 2, 3 into there. So that was fine because he's disrupted. That was fine. It's brush only, and he's disrupted. That is occupied. And sorry, that was occupied by us as well. And then the third move's into the jungle, which we would have to stop, but we've used our 3 move anyway. So I'm not sure if this is good or not. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put that up there, and I think he's going to follow. Is he? Yeah, we're getting an HQ coming in here as well. Yeah, he's going to follow. Because the HQ is going to land in here, maybe, or here. So there's no point having this guy down here, I don't think. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 as well. Up to there. Are you sure, Grant? Of course I'm not. Right, that's it. I've used my 2 actions. I've used all my preservation moves that I can use. Let's see, know where these can go. Well, they could overstack, and then I need to eliminate one of them. So that's daft. Okay, I'm going to call it that, or we're going to be here all day. So that's their actions. I'll straighten everybody else up. Right, there we go. That's me. US action phase done. So moving on, end the turn. Back on here. Discard the cards. Well, yeah, I would say it is. The discard pile is bigger than the deck now, so I'm going to shuffle. It just gives you that kind of like, it's not a big deal, is it? It's just a way of doing it. I suppose it keeps things ticking over a bit. So shuffling up the deck now, and that'll be us ready for. Right, I'll just shuffle that off camera, and we're going to move now into turn 5. So it's got a note there, start second event card draw. The R action comes into play, and the catastrophic loss triggers now at 10. So we've now got the R action there. Just put that there. So second event and catastrophic loss at 10. We're sitting at 7. So that's a little bit tight. Because to be honest, well, the fact that we did disrupt that blue position might well be our saviour. Because I can see this being a catastrophic loss. This is still possible, but I think we might be able to get away with that, because I think we can target this tank if it's purple and blue's disrupted now. I mean, unless brown or yellow fire and it's a diamond. Then that would be 2 losses. However, as for elsewhere, I don't know if green fires maybe. Because if green hits that, that's going to be a catastrophic loss as well. So, yeah, why not look over your doom, Gran? So that's 1, 2, 3 possibles. What was in that? 7, 10. That's it. And then it's a restart. And I'm not going to carry on this time. Not when I'm just not that far into the game. I think I'll accept the defeat if it does happen. And restart though. So, that's not what I want, but yeah. Okay, I'll be back with the next part sometime later today. Cheers.